Hey everybody, Mike here with CAVU Farm. Welcome back. So one of the things we have to prep for the wintertime is bedding for the pigs. So we have 5 right now that we're raising, and I think in a week or 2 we're getting another 8, and they're gonna be piglets. They're gonna be pretty small, so they do stay outside. There's cover for them, but I have to put straw down for them so that way they can stay warm in the wintertime. So we went out and got some straw today. We don't grow that or bale that ourselves, so I have to unload these 21 bales, stick them in the hay shed so that way they stay dry. So you probably saw in one of the previous videos we had some small square hay bales that I stacked away in one of our hay sheds. I'm gonna put these straw bales in that same shed. I just need to make sure there's a pallet or 2, and I'll put the straw on the pallets. We want to keep the straw elevated off the ground just a little bit, so that way any moisture that's in the ground isn't going to migrate up into the straw and then make the straw mildewy or anything like that. So what I'll do is I'll come on over to this hay shed and just back up the truck to the little half of the hay shed here, and then it'll just be easier to unload everything right from here. I had somebody a long time ago teach me how to back up a truck to hook it up to a trailer. Right here I'm using the rearview mirror, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at the fender of the truck right here, the red fender of the truck, and I want to line that up. Got two fingers here. I want to line it up with the edge of the building. So the left finger in the picture, I want to line that up with the fender, with the part of the building, and I want to put the fender on the inside of that, so that way the fender will not hit the side of the building. You may have seen in the previous video when I was stacking the small square bales in this shed, I pointed out there is a paper wasp nest, a small one right over here. You can kind of see it right there. There's a couple dozen paper wasps on it, but they're not going to bother you. That's not the only paper wasp nest that we have. That's probably the smallest one in here. There's one right there, right about there. I don't know, there's a few dozen paper wasps. I'll just mind my own business, not bother them, and they're not going to bother me. So as long as I don't touch the nest or bother them, they're just going to keep doing whatever they have to do. So they're not going to come and sting me or anything. So these are all the bales, all the straw bales. Luckily the guy was able to just throw them in here with his skid steer. But I'll untie this bundle just a little bit, and so that way I can pull each of these bales out individually and then stack them. Well, I'm unpacking these straw bales, and I noticed one of the strings, each bale has 2 strings that kind of hold everything together, and one of the 2 strings is busted. So you can see this string is here, but this string has broken. If you try to pick the bale up and there's only one string, it's the string is off to the side. Both of them are off to the side, and they're not in the middle. So if you try to pick it up, then the whole bale is just going to splay out and fall apart, and then kind of be useless. So let me show you how to fix this. It's pretty easy. First thing you need to do is get some string. Luckily, there's string that's hay string that's holding this huge bundle together, so I'll just pull it out and use this. Looks like maybe some field mice may have chewed through this. Field mice will chew on these strings to try to sharpen their teeth. So let me just cut this little piece off right here, so that way this knot isn't going to be in the way, and then I just have a fresh piece of string. I have this clean edge right here, and then the side over on this on the right side, that's all frayed too. Let me cut that down. You can see that the part that's I cut right there, and this part over here, it's obviously I probably have, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet, 2 feet or so. There's not enough room because I cut some of the junky stuff off. So let me go ahead and show you how I patch this up and get it almost good as new. So I have the original string right here, and I have the donor string. That was just this is the string that they used to tie this whole bundle together. But to start off, I just want to make a good square knot. This string with a square knot holds really well. It kind of locks down on itself. So that's there. So that way when I pull the other side, this knot and this part of the string will go underneath the bale, because I don't want to lose the string underneath the bale. This is the other half of that string. I'm just going to pull this up and over, so that way I can work kind of in the middle of the bale. So this right here is the donor bale string. So I probably want, you can always overestimate. I usually give myself like another 1.5 to 2 feet of extra string. So I'm going to cut the string right about here. Cool. So now I have two nice clean ends. They're not frayed or chewed. So what I'm going to do now is and one of the strings, I'm just going to tie a simple loop. So just fold the string over and then just tie the end off, so there's just a single loop, just like that. From there, I'm going to take this donor string, or the other half, feed it through. I'm going to feed it through, and then I'm going to use leverage to tighten up the string. So I'm going to probably push this whole string that way, just to give myself some more room. There we go. And I'm going to hold this, just keep it from slipping, and I'm going to give it a nice firm pull. And that's pretty tight. And then from here, I'm just going to tie off. I'm going to wrap this string around maybe once, so that way it cinches up on itself, and probably do it again. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, because it's just holding itself together, no problem. And just like that, that's how you fix a bale. I gotta put a pause on stacking that straw. I've got a couple people here that are gonna get some round bales. Let me get them loaded up. Well, I got the 2 round bales loaded up, it is a lot easier to load up 1,200 pounds of hay with 2 round bales with a spear on this tractor than a 40-pound small square bale and throwing that into the back of a trailer. I didn't even break a sweat. All right, so before I load up those round bales, string is nice and tight. I can just leave this like this, it's no problem. All right, stack them up. So these bales are all the way in the front of the bed. Luckily, I could probably grab these strings and pull all these to me, so I don't have to jump up. Guess it works. All right, now I got a bunch of loose straw in the bed of my truck. Let's go and blow that out. So unloading the straw bales is not too bad. The straw is like half the weight of hay, so I don't know, maybe they're 20, 25 pounds a piece, maybe. It's a lot of air in there, and they're really dry. They're bone dry. So it's really easy to unload. The only thing that kind of sucks is that the straw is a little on the scratchy side, so your forearms get a little scratched up, but other than that, it's not bad. One of the projects that we started up 2 weeks ago, we're raising more chickens. These are called a Cornish cross chicken. These are meat birds. We're gonna raise them, and then I'll process them here for the farm. These birds are about maybe 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old on Monday. They grow pretty fast. They grow really fast. And they'll be fully grown. They'll be between 5 and 7 pounds, basically fully grown, after about 7 weeks or so. If you ever go to maybe some of your favorite grocery stores, and they have like whole chickens for $5, that kind of thing, that's cooked from the rotisserie, it's that breed of chicken. Here in the United States, they raise millions of these things every week. They grow fast. Some of them are bred for maybe bigger thighs or bigger legs or bigger breasts, whatever. These are kind of like an all-around great size. And they taste delicious. Before it gets too late and all of our big chickens roost and go to sleep, we still have a little bit of daylight left. I'm gonna give them some scratch. I'll try to get into the chicken run quiet, and then I'll whistle for them and they all come running out. Got a wave of about 100 chickens coming. It's a lot of fun. It's always fun calling them out. Big wave of chickens coming at you. So the chickens have food, they have water, they have some snacks that they're finishing up. Let's go feed the pigs. It's lip smacking good. So that's it. That's the evening chores for the day. Put some hay away, sold some round bales, fed the pigs, gave the chickens some scratch, checked on their water, their food, fed the barn cats, and got some eggs. So that's pretty much it. Thanks again for sticking around, watching the videos, supporting the channel. We really appreciate it here at CAVU Farm. Thanks again. Be sure to like, share, subscribe the video to help promote this channel, help this channel grow. Thanks again, and I'll see you on the next video.